Hey, welcome back guys, Quick and Dirty, and it's 2022 and it's time to plan your content for the year. And I have a trick that I'm gonna share with you today on how to get it all done right now, right after you watch this video. So stick with me. So one of the daunting tasks at the beginning of the year for any business is figuring out like, what is the content you're gonna put out? What is your focus gonna be for the year? And I know in past years, I've definitely struggled with it. And I have a ton of clients that just like kind of cringe at the whole prospect of having to like come up with this stuff. So we know that we wanna put out engaging content material and valuable resources for our prospects and our customers. And we want that stuff to be able to go on social media, by email, sometimes updating our web pages, on and on and on, right? So it's just a huge task. But here's the trick that I'm gonna share with you today to break it down into like a meaningful, organized, easy to tackle project. So this is what we did, and it worked really well because it took me less than an hour to come up with almost an entire year, actually more than what we did last year, we came up with in just an hour this morning. So the first thing we did was decided what are the core topics that we can help people with, right? Like what are the core problems that we solve as a business? And this is a question you can ask yourself. And if you're good at your business, which I assume that you are, you're good at solving these problems for folks, right? So what are the core things? So maybe just as an example, we can talk about like a dietitian. So a dietitian is really good at talking to people about food and how to, balance their diet every day. They probably know a little bit about fitness. They probably know about like meal prep and cooking and, and shopping and grocery lists and things like that. They probably know a lot about mindset and how to like stay in the right attitude to manage and start, and work on your relationship with food. So there's like all these categories like mindset, meal planning, shopping, budgeting, maybe like balancing your macros every day, right? So these are like big high level topics. So that doesn't sound like much, right? But what we did was we took our high level topics and we put them on the top columns in a spreadsheet. And then below those, we just started writing down topics for videos, basically like headlines, if you will, for videos that would fall under those sort of master categories. And if you wanted to do a piece of content every week, you really only need to come up with about 50 or 52 pieces. So if you think about that, it's really not that big of a deal. If you have 5 core elements that you're an expertise in around your business, then you only need 10 nice topics in each one of those 5 core areas of expertise. So then you just go down and in each one of those 5, come up with 10 sort of granular little pieces and create some headlines for those, or titles is the way we did it. We titled all of our content for the whole year this morning. Now we're gonna refine them, but we roughed everything out so they're basically almost ready to go. Once you get all that done, you should have about 50 plus topics, and you might even wanna do a little bit extra because you could cancel some stuff out if there's things that you get to and it just kind of doesn't feel great. You can swap them around, but then you have basically the bulk of the work done. So if this helped you get organized for 2022, this makes it so painless. So like the video for starters, and then go create a spreadsheet, figure out what your, five areas that you help people with is, and then just work down those. That's your emails, that's your social media posts, that's your videos, those are your blog titles. That's all the stuff you can focus on for this year. And then you can go relax.